Mom, Dad, Phil has to go away next week, and we need someone to watch the kids. So I was wondering, would you want to?
We'd love to.
They haven't seen the kids in what, a year?
I don't think these kids like me.
They have to know you better before they don't like you.
Her whole way of raising her kids is a giant in our face.
It's her generation. It's just their way.
What are you looking for, sailor? I'll help you out. They're here!
Grandpa tells lots of jokes that you won't get. Just laugh.
Hello, boys. Still single?
The term helicopter parents, where did that come from?
It was in an article, I think. Well, it was in an article in the paper a couple of years ago, and they accused people
Of hovering too much.
hovering. And when I saw it, I said, "Oh, that sounds like me." And then I had to take a survey. Was I a helicopter parent? Because I did a little bit of that, but I also let my child fly.
But we need names for
Yeah, we are always
things.
naming stuff.
Tiger
it's,
moms and
cougars and all
Yeah.
that sort of thing. I kind of like it. I kind of like it because the language needs to be refreshed every
But
now
it's
and
very
again.
descriptive. It's like,
It is.
don't be a helicopter parent, which you already know
That's
you're hovering.
No, when you guys were growing up, were you coddled yourselves? Did your parents
No
coddle you?
way.
No.
No, my God, are you kidding? Just the opposite.
Yeah.
And what about when you're raising your kids? What was your parental style like?
For me, it was seat of my pants, and Janice and I have raised two great daughters, and they now have kids, and I think the proof is in the pudding that they're really good people. And so it was really common sense. And then the most common sense that I used was letting Janice handle most situations.
I have to say that I could not have done it by myself because I'm a little scatterbrained. But I think we did a great job. I think my husband and I, between the two of us, we did a great job. We were pretty strict, but he and I battled behind the scenes over what we were doing.
Oh, we had many of those.
We had some
The
major
don't say that
major
thing.
fights, over
Let it go.
of how it
Don't
was
do
supposed
this.
to go.
Yeah.
And but I think that we are very proud of our product. We stand by our product.
It's a good product.
We think we raised a great kid.
Were you coddled as a kid, or was your childhood? Could you relate in a way, maybe?
No. Super liberal. There was structure, but it was not like this structure at all. And I mean, my generation had the latchkey kid thing. So my mom would be at work, and you'd have the key, you'd let yourself in. That was how it was. It was easy. Go play. You play in the street. That's how you do it. There's a way that we talk to our kids where you would say no. We would say, maybe you should try this.
Oh, it's Project Runway. Take off those shoes and I'll give you $1.
$5.
$2.50.
Deal.
Here's a picture. Strike 3! You're out of there!
There are no outs in this game.
How do you even know who's winning?
Every game ends in a tie.
It's good they don't keep score.
Yeah, because your kid stinks.
Oh, I will bust you up.
You are out.
I'm not.
You're out.
I'm not.
You're out.
No, you're out.
Oh!
Could you drive? I don't feel good.
And what do you make of technology these days? Even when I was growing up, I didn't have iPhone, I didn't tweet, I didn't Facebook, and now, my little nieces are always like, where's our iPad? And they're 5.
Yeah, I think it's too much. I don't like it because it takes the imagination away.
I agree.
In some ways, it's a great tool. But this should not be the only exercise you get all day.
No.
And-
I'm a big believer in the great outdoors, a big believer in
And people
nature,
don't
a
talk
big
to each
believer
other.
in kids having human
Imagination,
friends.
yeah.
And having human friends and having human interactions and
Yeah.
learning what the real life is like, what real life is like. You can't learn that from a machine. You simply can't.
The saddest thing I've ever seen, and continue to see, our whole family sitting down in a restaurant and no one's talking to each other, and they're all on a machine of some kind. They're all doing this, or they're all looking like that. And then in movie theaters, I mean, that's a huge source point for me, and especially being a live performer, of seeing people not watching and they're doing this.
How do you have the experience, or this?
Oh, that thing.
So you don't
Everyone's
really
like
see.
this.
You don't really see what's going on. You're not really having the experience of what the performer's trying to do. You're trying to capture it. Well, why not experience it now when it's happening in real time?
You go to a movie theater, you go to a play to get away from the world for a couple of hours. Don't
Escape.
bring it in with you.
Yeah.
I was on.
We sound really old.
No, but it's true.
You sound really uptight.
No, I'm not uptight. I value my time on stage. People paid to see me, or whoever it is. So, I'm doing my show. Right, I'm on Broadway, and the woman in the third row is not looking at me. She's on the thing. So I started playing the whole show to her. And then she looked up and she went, I gotta go, he's looking at me. And like, what is that, you know? Come to this movie, put your phones on vibrate, sit on them, you'll have a good time, and you'll love watching the movie.
Technology today, Billy and Bette, we were just talking about how you go into a restaurant, everyone's on their phone, on their device.
Yeah.
What do you make of that today and how people are kind of disassociated with reality, with people, with talking?
I'm not a fan. I'm in favor of reality and of talking. Yeah, it's hard. But it's an addictive thing. I think it works on the brain on an addictive level.
Working with those two legends, I would say, in a way. Obviously, you've worked with many legends in your career. What was like working with Bette and Billy?
It was phenomenal. It was easy. In some ways it felt so easy, and at the same time I was always aware of how lucky I was to be with them.
Were you ever was it weird, because in that one scene where you and Bette are singing, doing the weather girl thing, was that weird? You're like, I'm singing with Bette Midler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did. I did feel I've because so many albums I've listened to her over time, and her shows, and all her Divine Miss M, and all her Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and I thought that one had a little bit of Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy in it. Our little number.
We need to focus, buddy. Our grandchildren are gonna love me.
What about me?
That's your problem. What's wrong with your face?
Oh, and you're such a pleasure in the morning? Would you like to do something fun with me? What's up, Home Slice?
This is Tony Hawk, man.
Yeah, Tony Hawkman, how you doing?
We are so past weird.
My favorite part in the movie is where the two of you sing Book of Love together.
Really? That's your favorite part? There's so many good pieces in this picture.
That's what
What do you
I
like
thank you.
that?
I like
Thank
that.
you.
I like it.
Thank you.
So I want to know, will we ever see Midler and Crystal enact on the road
You
together?
never know.
You never know.
Never
It'll be
say
fun.
never.
I mean, she's been in Vegas. What?
I've been in Vegas.
You've been in Vegas? Why can't we combine these forces?
Maybe.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Maybe we just make another one of these.
Parental Guidance 2.
Don't say that. This one's out. This one isn't even out yet.
But they're gonna want to see us again. He's saying he'd like
Wow.
to see us again.
You should, from your mouth to God's ears and all that.
Hello.
Keep your fingers crossed. I call it the little movie that could. Because we're going up against a juggernaut,
There's something for
The
everybody.
big singing movies are coming out.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the only movie that the whole family can go to together. Of all of the things out there, you can take 3-year-olds to see Django.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
and it's good.
Someone will.
Last question. I'm a young guy. What do I have
You're
to
not
look?
that young.
Oh, fine.
Be nice.
Oh, come on.
He's cute.
I'm a young guy.
Well,
So that makes us older
young.
guys.
Well,
Hello.
I want to know, what do I have to look forward to or not look forward to in parenthood when I have kids?
you know what? You can live your life over again. I think it's the greatest experience you can possibly have. It's
think so.
completely fascinating every single day.
Yeah.
It really is, because you planted a seed, literally, and you're watching it grow, and you don't know what you're going to get. So it's an improv. It's a gigantic improv,
Yeah.
and you have to be on your toes every day. So
And-
it's a challenge.
And the gifts that you get back over time are tremendous.
Unbelievable.
And then
And then
when you
it's all
leave
over.
and you're going on your way, wherever you're gonna end up going, look what you leave. You leave something that you made yourself.
Thank you,
so
guys.
sad.
Thank you.
I don't want him to go.
Parental Guidance.
And there's another subject I'd like to discuss. They don't eat any sugar.
Here's the deal. Don't tell Mommy about the cake.
High five.
You gave them cake?
You lied to me! Yogurt is not like ice cream!